Welcome back, friends, to TV5 News at 9. It is time for Design Time. Make sure you get your cell phone out because we do have a QR code coming your way, and you can scan it for all the information about today's topic. We're here with Kathy Kilborn and her team at Tri-City Furniture in Auburn. How are you?
I'm doing great.
We are so glad that you're here, and great information. We're talking about sectionals today. So in a sectional, every part, there's a separate piece.
Well, many sectionals are that way.
Okay.
This one happens to be that way.
Yeah.
And so it's nice because I can have, the pieces and I can make it bigger and smaller.
Now, is it hard to keep all the pieces together?
Well, in the old days, it was pretty easy because most rooms had carpeting. And so the legs kind of dug in and stayed in place. A long time ago, I had one that had like 12 pieces, and I could, move them around, but they stayed pretty good. Today, it's a little different because we have hard surface, and now these pieces like to move a little bit more.
So, Kathy, are there some ways to keep the pieces together?
Yes. So we basically have two styles of products that help hook the pieces together.
Okay.
This is one, and it's just a piece that hooks on each side. And so when you put the two pieces together, they actually pick it up and just slide it in. And so on each side of the sectional, they just stay together. And so these work really easy. And if you want to undo it, the piece on the right, you just pick it up and it comes right off. So it's a very easy system, and a lot of manufacturers use this. We also have one called the alligator clip. And so it has these teeth, and it's on a swivel, so you can pull it out or you can put it back. And the good thing about these is that they don't show if you would have your sectional pieces apart, because these are done on the bottom. And so it's screwed in on each side. And so to hook it, you line this thing up. There's one on one side, one on the other. You push it in. It's easier with it hooked onto the piece. But you push it in till it's tight, and then it's hooked. Okay. Then to undo it, again, the piece on the right, you pick it up and it comes out of those alligator teeth. So very good systems, and many of the the sectional systems use one of these two kind of hooks to keep things together.
And it seems pretty simple to do. So is it better to have single pieces or some larger pieces?
Well, the thing about it is a couple of reasons. So if you have bigger, then your cost will be less, because you might hook 3 seats, then just one arm, and then it's counted as one piece. When you have them individual, they have to do a lot of engineering, a lot more fabric, finishing, labor to complete all the sides. So depending on what you're trying to do, the flexibility of separate pieces is wonderful. I could put this piece on this side and I make it longer, but if it's hooked together, it's going to be the way it is. So you have flexibility, cost, you have a few things to consider. Most rooms can usually use a sectional one way. So maybe that flexibility isn't real important today.
I can see what that would help if you're having a larger gathering. You can add some more pieces or then take some out, which is nice.
Or rearrange it for Christmas. So individual pieces like this have been popular, especially when they can hook together and stay nice and tight.
Anything else that we should think about or we should know?
Well, the thing that I always like to, point out is, depending on how this sits in your room, consider the back, because the more that you have pieces, the more separations that you're going to see. And so some people, you walk into the back of your sofa, that might not be the best vision, but there's ways to make it look better, but keep that in mind, because you're sitting in the room and it's different when you're coming into the room.
I have to say, this is pretty comfortable, Kathy.
It is.
This is
I know.
Very comfy. I could take a nice little nap right here.
Yes, if you want to have a sectional for lounging, Some of these are just amazing. They're big, they're like a
Yes.
bed, but you really can relax.
Your guests would be very comfortable on here. Great
Yes.
tips as always, Kathy. Make sure you come in and see Kathy and her team here at Tri-City Furniture in Auburn. Thank you, Kathy, again. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Of course. And thank you for watching this edition of Design Time.